So what is up guys, so it's 45, welcome back guys to another video. Today we'll be looking at the new map for Overwatch called Horizon, and we're looking at it and whether it is balanced, whether it's a success, whether there are any ways Blizzard could improve the map. So I'd just like to start this video by saying that I actually don't mind this map. It's not too bad. I really like the lore to it, like it gives quite a nice background to Winston, where he came from, and just Overwatch in general really. And it's really nice that they've expanded to the moon, and the map looks nice, and I wouldn't say there's any big problems in that kind of way, but I think there are a few issues with the gameplay of the map. So if you guys have ever played this map, I'm sure you'd agree that it is quite attacker sided, and basically this entire video will be around that idea and how it's attacker sided and how they could make it a bit less attacker sided. So if we look at the first point, which is obviously a point, we can see that there is at first a choke point, which I would like to say is quite ineffective. You could say it's not that good because it's very wide, and I don't think a May wall could even cover the entire width because it's so wide. That gives the attacker side quite an advantage, because if they can pass the choke point that easily, it's not good for the rest of the map. If we look at like Hanamura, which is a very defensive side, we can see that there is just a little small choke point which is able to be covered by a May wall, and it's very difficult for the attacker sides overall. But again, we got to remember that Hanamura is a very defensive side. I would say it's like the opposite to this map, which is quite interesting really. But yeah, the choke point isn't that good, and again on the choke point there are a few ways, like, you know, when you're attacking and you just turn right to this room here, that's quite a easy option for the attackers just to take and get past the choke point quite easily. Now once you break the choke points, it's very easy for the attacking side. All you have to do really is take the high grounds and you've basically won really. There are lots of rooms and flanking routes for heroes like especially Reaper, Genji, Tracer, who you can just pounce on the healers of the backline like Anans and Yata, giving it an easy win for the attackers and making it a hard time for like the healers on the defensive side. One thing I'd just like to quickly mention, which isn't really a problem but something which I'd like to pick up, is that no one takes the outside routes on competitive anyway. Like obviously people take it in quick play because it's just messing around, but on competitive, I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually take the outside routes. I'm not too sure why. Probably because the mechanics of low gravity is different to how we usually play it, and it's probably it is more difficult to fight out there for certain heroes especially. And there are many other options. You don't have to go outside at all. I think there's at least 3 other ways to get onto the point, which does bring me on to my next point, which is that the A capture point is very open. It has at least 3 sides from attack, and you've even got a 4th, which like Genjis and Pharahs can just get across. The point is very hard to defend for attackers, so I would say like the A point is very, very hard to defend, which, you know, it should be really. I think every single capture point, 2CP maps, the first point is always quite easy to take for the attacking side. So once the attackers took A, they must attack B. Now, I think the big problem about B is the high grounds, the balcony I like to call that. This is a very attacking side, and this is because it's very easy for the attackers to go up, and it's very hard for the defenders to take. If you look at Hanamura, which is quite similar to this map, that also does like have a little high ground on point B, but it's much more enclosed, much more difficult for the attackers to get up, and it's much higher up, which makes it a bit less effective for the attackers to shoot down. On the Horizon, the high ground is not that high, so many heroes can shoot down and get accurate shots, and defenders have got no chance defending the high ground. And once the attackers get on top of this balcony, there's very little chance of you defending point B. Leading on to this, there isn't a lot of cover for the defenders to take really on this site. Again, on other maps, there's much more, you know, different objects to get behind, different areas for cover. But I think personally that this map has very little cover for defenders on point B, which obviously does put them at quite a disadvantage, making it quite easy for attackers to pick off kills and therefore getting wiped, really, losing the points. Again, for this point, there are many flanking routes for, Reaper, as I said, just to like take out the healers, the backlines. You got this little outside area, which people can just, go around and just take out anyone around here, which it can be quite frustrating for healers like Ana and Zenyatta, which can't do much against flankers. So, possible solutions. It's quite hard to fix maps, I would say, because it is quite hard to, like, redesign a map so it looks good, it plays well, but if we do look at like Volsky Industries, is it? No, in Eichenwald's, the Eichenwald map, they did include like a little route on the choke point, just to make it easier for defenders to attack, because it was very defensive sided. So possibly they could do the same for this map and make it a bit more defensive sided. For the balcony bit, you could possibly like enclose it just to make it a bit easier to defend. Maybe cut off a few flanking routes for route A. Maybe try and encourage people to go outside more. I'm not too sure how, really. I mean, I would love to see the outside area get played much more. It would just make the game a bit more dynamic, different overall. But I would say that on the competitive side, no one ever goes there, as I said. But maybe to encourage people to go down there, they could like make it a bit more attractive route to take. Maybe once you come out, maybe for the attackers, maybe there is a bit more of a direct route to the point. But again, this could interfere with like how it's attacker sided. It's very difficult to really get this map perfect. So yeah, they're really the three things which I could think of for a solution to this map. Maybe fill in some rooms just so there's less routes for flankers to take. Make the balcony a little less overpowered by making it a bit more enclosed. Maybe reducing the width of the corridors, make it a bit more easy to defend. And try and make the outside way a bit more attractive, I would say. Now, I did look at Reddit, see what other people are thinking about the map, and it's quite a mixed feelings. People will be saying, it's a bit too early for the map, but we have got to remember that it has been out for quite a while, really. I mean, it's been on the PTR for at least a month, and in the actual game, I think it's been out for about a week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks. So, I think that's given plenty of time for people to really get a grip to the map. I've played it a fair bit, and it can get quite frustrating for defending, especially. I've seen games go on for absolute like 6 rounds. It can get quite a long game and frustrating for the defending team, especially. I would say that it does need some sort of changes just to make it a bit more enjoyable. But right now, I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's not terrible. I wouldn't say that. It's just not very enjoyable for defenders. So guys, I'm interested to hear what you guys think, so let me know down below in the comments. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's alright how it is? I'm interested to know, so let me know. That rhymes, and I'm awesome. So yeah, please leave a like down below if you did enjoy, and if you are new around here, remember to subscribe. I'm hopefully going to do more videos like this in the future. I do enjoy doing videos like this, and I'm sure you guys did find something useful in this video. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.